I think the word is perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What you see, what they have, and what we have. But
Yeah, and there was a lot of accidents north of us around Mooresville up to Statesville, but that's just because we're not used to driving.
That's true.
Right.
Snow. So when we see it again, I think hopefully we're all prepared, but this is about to be very confusing. We technically ended our streak of not seeing snow in Charlotte.
Okay.
But we have not had a measurable snow, which is 0.1 or greater. The Charlotte Douglas International Airport only measured a trace of snow. Meanwhile, other areas saw a little bit more. So we can say that our snow drought, including a trace, has come to an end. That was 1,038 days without even a trace of snow, never before seen. It was pretty much every snow season before the 2022 snow season that we've had at least a trace of snow, and then we went 2 seasons back to back without it, but at least that's come to an end, right? But next time we actually have a measurable snowfall in the Charlotte area, we'll say that the other streak is coming to an end, but I don't see that happening at least over the next week for Charlotte at least. Surface map, this is on top of Beach Mountain. Can't really see too much because of that snow, but then meanwhile, you have beautiful Carolina blues the further southeast you go, so the mountains still going to have their head in the clouds. But here's the snow that we saw over the last 12 hours. It was a little burst along this upper level low that allowed just enough uplift to keep that snow together, especially further off towards the north. Really exceeded expectations. That's why I was up to about an inch close to Iredell County. Rowan County saw the same. That's where we received the highest totals. That's also where we saw the most accidents this morning. Meanwhile, areas like App State, you can see some of that snow on the grass, and likely anyone that saw snow, a lot of that's already melting away besides the areas that are in the shade. Speaking of, at one point, this field was completely covered. Now you can still see a little bit of snow in the shade, but as soon as that shade lifts, well, all the snow will be melting away. So luckily, it's going to be quite temporary. The next round of snow will be literally right here along the Tennessee border, really above 4,500 feet. Could see that tomorrow night heading into your Thursday morning, but nothing additionally going forward. I want to talk about our highs first before I get to this graphic. 38 degrees at Charlotte, 36 degrees around Statesville. I think that we might have enough chance of getting into maybe the lower 40s a little bit later on. But so far this morning, we dropped down to 27 degrees. And the reason why I say so far, I don't think we're done hitting our coldest temperature of the morning, because overnight tonight, we're dropping down to 20 degrees. I wouldn't be surprised if our official low is close to about 25 by the time we get about midnight. So we're likely going to be moving up the list. But regardless, it's all going to be outdone by the coming days, where Friday morning, Saturday morning, tomorrow morning, all around 20 degrees to the upper teens. So here's what we're expecting over the next 12 hours. Seeing those temperatures starting to topple down to the mid-20s by midnight. Winds calm down at least, so not much of a wind chill. And then tonight, 20 degrees around Charlotte, 16 degrees in Boone. So outside of the snow, it is just downright cold. Tomorrow, though, will be a little bit better. Winds still blowing up to about 20-mile-per-hour gusts. That'll create some sort of a wind chill in the 30s mainly throughout the day, but we will be close to 50 degrees, which is a little bit better. So our Guy Roofing 7-day forecast shows the temperatures are starting to come up. We'll actually be above freezing starting off your Thursday morning, but then boom, another dry cold front's going to move through, and that's going to chill us back down into the lower 40s for your Friday, and then even the teens, as I mentioned, but then a nice little come up close to 60 degrees Sunday and Monday. But it was a nice spectacle seeing that snow, but something you see every Tuesday is my man Larry Sprinkle talking about tail waggers.